So far so good. So we've been able to do one or two things on this. So the last thing we want to work on here is the footer section. So before that, I've created a menu for the footer. So this is the menu. I named the menu our services. So then that's coming from the Figma file. Can you see our services right here? So that's coming from there. So let's go and create the footer section. So for us to create the footer section, we're going to make use of Elementor Pro, and then that will be coming up from the page builder. So let's go to save template, or let's go to save template, and then let's press add new. So we'll be adding what? Footer. So let's name it footer here also. So this is what we are having right here now. So we want to create the footer from the Figma file. Now you can see we have a background image. So the background image has been already been downloaded. So let's create a container here now. As you all know, the container, the margin will be set to 0, the padding will be set to 0, it will be full width, and then this one will also be set to 0 as well. So we are going to be having a container on this as well, also a simple container. So this one also will be set to 0, it will be set to 0, it will be set to full width, it will also be set to 0, the gap will be set to 0. So what are we having here? We are having sitemap, our services, brand, and contact. So that's what we are having, and under this sitemap we are having, look at what we are having here now. We are having the home, about us, our services, portfolio, blog, and contact us. I believe that is what we are having here also. That's what we are having in the header section. So let's just check it here. That means we will need to go and create another menu for this, because this is the home, about us, our services, portfolio, blog, and contact. So on a quick note, let's quickly create a menu for that as well here. I'll create a menu for that here, so it won't take much time. So let's just create a new one called site menu, sitemap. So we are creating a new menu called sitemap. So the custom link we are going to be having home, about us, our services, portfolio, blog, and contact us. So the home is there. The next one we have is about us. So let's just push hash there, and then about us. So the next one we're having is our services. Next one is portfolio. Next one is blog and contact us. So in the case of this, let's just add our home page here. So this is the sitemap now. Let's now save the menu. So we have to create our word now. We have to create our footer here. So let's reload this page. So let's reload it. So this is what we are having. So let's look at the structure of what we're having right here now. This is the structure of what we're having. So yeah, so in the case of this now, we are having sitemap, and then the menu, our services, and then the menu, and then this as well. So let's, inside this one, let's create another container in this as well. Container will be inside this. So the container, we're going to set this to 0, the margin to 0, the padding to 0, and then also set the gap to 0 as well. So in the case of this, we are having sitemap, which is this. So that is heading, right? Let's put the heading there, and then we're naming it sitemap. And then let's set the background color for this first now. So the background image rather. So this is the background image we're having here. Let's set this one to position to be center. Repeat to no repeat, and then display to cover. That is what we have right here now. In the case of the text, let's convert this one to white. So then let's just style it 400 and then what, 24 pixel. So the font size is 24 pixel, and then it is set to normal. So next, let's create the menu. So I'm making use of WordPress menu. Making use of WordPress menu on this. So the first one I'm making use of is this site menu. We are making use of the site menu, and they want it to be vertical. So can you see? You don't want to underline. So let's change the color. So the color is what we have, the color to be white, and then let's now check the design. We're having 300 for the font width, 300 for the font width, and 16 pixel for the size. What we're having, the gap between these two is just so that is what we're having for now. So let me just press this on to 10. Let's set it to 20 to 15. No, let's set it to 10. Yeah. So in the case of this now, let's look at the padding top. The padding top is 64 pixel, while the padding bottom is also what, 64 pixel. Let's go here and set the padding top to the 64 pixel, 64 pixel as well. Padding left is 128 pixel, and then the padding right is 128 pixel. So in the case of this now, yeah, set this onto the back to 0. So let's duplicate this. And then let's set this one to row. I'm setting this to row. So in the case of this, let's give this heading margin bottom of 32 pixel. Also, let's just copy this and then paste this as the style. So let's copy our service here. So let's remove this for now, and then let's change this one to our service. Yeah, change it to our service. And then lastly, let's also duplicate this. So in the case of this, you are just going to delete this, and then we just add the container here. So the container will be having container. We're also going to add another container inside this as well. So let's set this to what? 00, and then this is 0. So in the case of the parent container that we're having here, let's set the gap also to 0, and then the so in case of this, yeah, so let's duplicate this as well. So in the case of this now, we're having 1, 2, 3, we're having 3 texts. So this is the first one here. Let's just copy this one and then paste everything here. So we can just cut it one by one. So we're having this one. This is the first text we're having here. The first one. Also, let's just duplicate this. So that will be the second one now, which is the email. So this is what we're having right in the second one. So the third one, so let's duplicate this as well. So this is what we have in the third one. So it is 16 pixels and 300. We are still the same thing too. Let's just change the color. Close it with blue and white, and then also 16 pixels, and then it is what 300. So let's copy this, paste it as style, paste this onto our style also. So you can see that this one is under, it is in a container. So let's just give it flex direction of color, and then what is the gap between this? So let's just give it a gap of 8. So let's give it a gap of 8, and then in this second one as well, we are having what? We are having the social icon. So I'll just have the icon here. So the icon we'll be having here will be this. So I also export everything at once. The first one we're having is LinkedIn. That's the first one we're having. The second one is Twitter. So let's duplicate this as well. So this one is Twitter. It's Twitter here. No, let's put it there. Where is Twitter? Where is Twitter? So the next one you're having here is Instagram. Let's also duplicate this as well. Instagram is here. So let's put Instagram there. So for the context, let's just display this one to be row. Yeah. So Instagram is there. Facebook and TikTok. Let's duplicate this. Facebook. Let's upload Facebook. Facebook. And then the last one is TikTok. Let's duplicate this one as well. So let's duplicate this as well. And then we're having what's here. So the last one here is the TikTok. Let's upload the TikTok. So we have done that. So let's check the size of all these. So the size is what? The size is 24 pixel. So let's give this 24 pixel. 24 pixel, and then what is the gap between this? The gap is 16 pixels. So let's go to the container and then give it 16 pixel. So in the case of this first one now, let's copy it and then paste it as style here. So paste it as style, paste it as style, also paste it as style here. So from down to this place, we're having 24 pixel. So look at this one now. Let's now give it margin bottom of 24 pixel. Yeah, so we are good to go like this. So the last but not the least, last on the list right now is this one we want to do right now here, which is that also I want to create a second container for this. So yeah, so this one now, setting it to 0. This one, let's give it full width. Also this one is also what, setting it to 0. We just need the text here, and then let's copy it. So we need text widget here. So let's copy the text widget, paste it here, and then one thing we have to do is just copy this one as style, copy it as style, and then let's just paste it as style here. So here we are. So from here to here now, let's check the margin. So the margin is 80. Okay, it's 122 pixel. So in the case of this one now, we're going to be giving it margin bottom of 122 pixel, 112 pixel. Why is it not? Yeah, sorry. In the case of this, we'll be giving this 112. So Here we are. Here we are. Let's check the responsive mode. In the case of this now, let's just give this one 40 like we always do, 40. And then in the case of this, so we don't want hamburger at all. We don't want. So let's copy this and paste it as style. Let's just see how this one goes. It will surely come up. So let's give it padding bottom and then padding top. So let's just give it padding top here of 60 pixel, and then let's see how it goes. Yeah, we are good to go right now. So on this now, so let's just set it to by right 20, by left 20, by top 40, by bottom also. And then let's give this one padding bottom of 40 pixel as well. So let's publish it and then let's see what we have. Add the condition. The condition is to the entire website. Yes, this is what we want to do. So let's save it and then let's go and check what we have. So we're having this. Can you see? So now, so we are having. In this place we're having a margin, but let's just give it margin top since we are dealing with the footer here now. Let's give the margin top of 128 pixel. So let's publish this and then let's see what we have here. So now we've come to the end of the tutorial. So we create the header section, we create the hero section, we create the service section. So and then all this is quite functioning very well. So see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much.